Who am I speaking with?
Hi, I'm Kenny Spade from Microsoft.
And Kenny, you have an amazing car here. We're looking at the trunk right now, but we're going to tour around. What is this car?
So this is Project Detroit. It's a car that was built as an episode of West Coast Customs by the Microsoft Coding for Fun group. And what they did was they wanted to try and challenge themselves by putting as much technology as possible into a car.
All right, so show me what you got here.
Sure. So inside of here, we've got a couple of laptops that are controlling all of the different systems. We got an Xbox 360 if you want to do some tailgating, get some gaming going on. So inside of this car, there's a little bit of cloud cover right now, so you can't see it very well, but there is a rear projection system, so it's actually projecting onto the rear window. You can see it says, "Hi from Seattle." From a companion application on the Windows Phone, you have the ability to send a custom message. So if I wanted to say, "Welcome to Code Camp," I've touched that, and the system switches over to "Welcome to Code Camp." So what you would do is you would have all of these different systems all controlled from this device. So this car is actually a cloud-enabled device. All of the information from the engine, so how fast you're going, RPMs, all of the engine information is being pushed out to the cloud so you can do data crunching later. And then also all of the customizations that we've done to it can be controlled from here. So some of the things that we've done, you can see that there are 3 Kinects inside of here. So the one on the right, the one on the left over on that side, and there's one also in the front. With the companion application, you can pull video. So this is the front camera. This is going to be us. So there we are. That's coming from that camera right down there. And you can do some things like listen to what the Kinect sees. You can talk back to the car. So it's got sound effects. If you want to do like a Vader kind of voice or a chipmunk, you can do that. When you push that button, it goes over a PA system in the car, and that pushes that out. So if somebody's leaning against your car and you can see them on the Kinect camera, from your apartment, you can say, "Hey, get away from the car."
That's pretty darn cool.
Yeah.
All right, is there anything on the dashboard we need to see?
Yeah, actually, as we're making our way towards the dashboard, let's take a look at one more thing here. So let's walk this way. So you can see on the on all of the vents on the wheels, and actually underneath, it's a little bit bright to see those. There are RGB LEDs. We can control every one of those individually. So same thing from this custom application. You'd go to the accent lighting. We'd say, I want to do all of the different lighting zones, and you can choose the color that you want. So if I want to change those green, I touch that button, and they turn green. So as we make our way forward, we can actually take a look at this first. So we have a slate in here running a custom app that we built, and this is basically all the information you would expect to see on a dashboard. This is kind of a Windows 8 style app, or you can go back to a kind of a modern or a more classic version of the dash. So all of that information is being taken from the car. So we actually got the APIs there. And again, we can pull this up and see all of the telemetry information. So while this looks like it's just going all over the place, this is pulling live data from the car. The car is just feeding it some fake information because all the dials sitting at 0 isn't really that interesting.
That is pretty darn cool. All right, what's on the other? I see there's some stuff in the middle and also on the passenger side. What's going on over there?
Yeah, so in the middle, it's just a standard GPS system that they've got in there. On the passenger side, you've got a Windows 8 slate. So you're able to have your passenger be able to play a game or do whatever they want, look up points of interest. And the entire car has a Wi-Fi hotspot in it. So all of the devices can talk to the car can talk to the devices, and you can browse the internet.
Say I want to pick up one of these items. What's this car going to set me back?
So it's completely custom, so there's not really a sticker price as
They're not rolling off the line at Detroit right now.
No, but just to give you an idea, it's got a 2012 Mustang body inside of it, or all of the internals. The body is a 67 Mustang that was put on by West Coast Customs. It took about 8 weeks of time for the shop, plus about 4 people from Microsoft figuring it all out. So once you get all of their time into it, it's not something that I'm going to be able to afford.
So I like the fact that you definitely chose an incredibly cool black Mustang and not a Chevy Cavalier or anything like that.
Yeah, absolutely. They made a good choice.